Hey guys, it's Madeline. Thank you so much for being here to watch my video. Today I created this smoky, a little bit grungy, yet neutral look with pretty much all Makeup Revolution products. If you are interested, then just keep on watching and don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Yes, I still have my Christmas trees up in the background, okay? So I have two Makeup Revolution primers. One is their Conceal and Fix Mattifying Primer. This has salicylic acid in it. This, I don't know how I feel about yet. My makeup tended to not stay on very well when I wore this. So today I'm gonna wear the Pore Perfecting Primer. There we go. And this is what the other one looked like. That has not worked out the best for me, but I'm not giving up on it. I still gotta try it some more. So when you open up their Pore Putty Primer, there's this little cap in there, which is pretty convenient because then the little spatula it comes with just rests right on there. We're just gonna scoop some of that up. This is the amount I'm going in with. I'm just kidding, I'm gonna go in with this much. Looks like I'm about to put some clay on my face. I put on way too much. OMG. Okay guys, so you do not need this much. Looks like I'm doing a face mask. Alright, so let's talk about their Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This stuff, you guys, I have 3 bottles of this because I love it that much. I have F6 for when I am extra pale and not self-tanned, F7 for somewhere in between, like today, and F8, this is like my summertime very tan shade, which I've barely used. So F7, this was the first one that I purchased. It's probably expired. I recommend not doing this at home. They did come out with a hydrating version of this foundation, but I have pretty oily skin, so this is the one that I love. It has a huge like doe foot applicator. It's nice that I don't have to use my fingers and dab it all over. This foundation does dry rather quickly, so I do apply it with a sponge and I do one part of my face at a time. So just gonna blend this out. I'm loving the way this foundation is applying over that primer. It's really making it look smooth. It's not emphasizing any pores. And this foundation is very good at that. It makes your pores look very smoothed over. The finish of this foundation really reminds me of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation, which is like a $50 foundation. I actually haven't used that foundation since I came across this one. So as you can tell, it covers up redness very nicely. It has great coverage in general. It's just overall a wonderful foundation. This is my all-time favorite drugstore foundation. The price is amazing. It's such high quality for being drugstore. So I'm just gonna get this applied on the rest of my face and we'll move on. Hello, good morning. How's it going? We need as much of this as possible on my nose. I don't know where all my pores went. You guys, seriously, this foundation is so incredible. Every time I step away from it and try some higher end products, try other different products in general, every time I come back to this, I am just as blown away as the first time I used it. I have just a couple little scabbed up acne going on here. That was a weird sentence, but I'm not too stressed about packing on the coverage on those because I feel like they aren't that big of a deal. So I am just as in love with the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer as I am with the foundation. I think it is all just so incredible and out of this world. So my concealer is in the shade C1. This is C1. Okay, this just dropped on my floor and surprisingly there is not one piece of cat fur on it. Kind of gross, but okay, here we go. So I pretty much put just enough concealer on underneath my eyes to drag it out onto my cheekbone. I just think it gives it a good brightening blended look instead of just having it in one little spot underneath my eye. Okay, so for powder, this is very extremely brightening. So I don't know about putting it on my whole face. I might give it a whirl. So this is their Light Lavender Loose Setting Powder. It is talc free, no flashback, and water resistant. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I will put this on the whole face. Okay, let's just start with the under eyes. I'm gonna use this ColourPop F2 brush to apply it because it's just a nice light fluffy brush. It's not very big. The only thing is this powder is messy. Like they have a mirror in there, but I can't really use it because it's covered in powder. I'm just gonna put this right up here on my nose. I am just gonna apply this to the rest of my face because I don't have a different powder that I could use from them. I mean, they do have some different colored powders in their Ultra Contour palette. I could go in with this shade, but it's kind of hard to get to. I think my brush should be hitting the shades around it. So I am just gonna do a light layer of this powder on my whole face and I will be back. So that is it for the face. Now we are moving on to using the contour palette. So like I said, this is their Ultra Contour palette. So I usually go in with these two shades right here for contouring. Then I contour my cheekbones and I put a little bit of contour on my temples too. I'm just gonna be using my Bling Brushes F15 brush for this step. Whatever is left over from contouring my cheekbone, I just kind of bring it onto my jawline and my ear, my neck. So I do not have a full-size bronzer from their brand, so I am just going to use the Milani bronzer, which is new for me. So this is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. Mine is in the shade O2 Sunkissed. I have only used this one so far. I am completely obsessed with it already. So just gonna bronze up my face real quick with this. I should have been using this product a long time ago. Like, oh my goodness, it is such a natural, beautiful shade. My hair is sticking to my face. OMG. I'm like beating my face with this fan brush. There we go. I also do not have a Makeup Revolution blush. So I am gonna be using my new Burt's Bees blush. This is in the shade Shy Pink. This is also another amazing drugstore product. Again, I have only used this once, just like the Milani bronzer, because I ordered them at the same time. But so far, I'm really loving this. I love that it's not overly pigmented. I feel like I have a lot of control of how this blush applies and I really appreciate that. So now for highlighter, I am gonna use one of the shades from their Ultra Contour palette. I'm gonna give this one a whirl right here. I'm using my Jaclyn J03 brush to apply this. Oh my gosh. What? Huh? OMG. Okay, I'm gonna blend that out with the Jaclyn J02 brush. Oh my gosh, that is stunning. It blends out so good. That is awesome. Wow, this is a gem. Like, I gotta blend that out. That is killer. I'm gonna put a little bit of that above my eyebrow. I like to do that because I use so many mattifying products. This just kind of gives it more of a glow. Oh my goodness. I just like to put some of this on my Cupid's bow. On my chin. Now I'm going back in with the J03 brush because this is perfect for applying highlighter to my nose. Oops, okay, I got that crooked. So for my eyebrows, I'm using their little eyebrow pencil. I believe this is called their Precise eyebrow pencil. There is not a label on it, just says Makeup Revolution. But I know that this is in the shade medium brown. The thing is, this product is very pigmented, more pigmented than the micro brow pencil from NYX. I like the NYX pencil more because it's more forgiving. This one you have to take your time with. It is still a great product as long as you have the time to apply it. So I just did my other eyebrow without the camera rolling because it does take me pretty much twice as long to do my eyebrows with this product. So I figured, you know, I would just show you guys one and then take care of the other. So now I am going to set all of this with their Rose Fizz Makeup Setting Spray. So now, moving on to the part that I am most excited about, eyeshadow palettes. I have two that I am so in love with. I have the Rady Dusk, which I have not used this yet, so I'm gonna be using it for this video because I have already used their, let's see, Precious Stone Rose Quartz palette. This is amazing. I love the packaging so much. It's just so beautiful. And then you open it up and this is what it looks like. These shadows are beautiful. When I used this, everything was so pigmented. I love that it has a big mirror. I'm sure I will use this in future videos, but today I really do want to try out this other one. So the Rady Dusk, this is by their like spin-off brand, Makeup Obsession. I know that this was created with a YouTuber from the UK, I believe. And you guys, this is so gorgeous. This palette, Nicole Cutler recommended. You guys know how much I love her. You guys, look at these shades. OMG. I just think it has such a beautiful color story. There's a lot of unique shades in here. The one thing I always love in eyeshadow palettes though is a tan shade, a nice beigey shade to pop into the crease to start off with. So that does not have this, not a matte one at least. So I am gonna start this eye look by applying ColourPop's Hanky Panky eyeshadow. So this is just a great color to start off with when there isn't a tan shade in a palette. I'm using my E11 and I'm just gonna be buffing this into my creases. I am also buffing this color underneath my eyes. So now for the Rady Dusk palette, I'm gonna be taking my E12 brush and I wanna start off with the Rosy Lee shade right here. That is blending beautifully just to start off with. So I do just want this shade right in my crease. Oh my gosh, I love how that looks. Like I could just pop on some lashes and call it a day with this shade. This is seriously applying and blending out like it is a very expensive eyeshadow palette. With the same brush, I'm gonna go in with the shade Moths. That's the shade right there. Oh my gosh, that is stunning. It has more of a reflect to it than I expected. That looks so pretty. Okay, so I do want to blend that shade underneath my eyes, so I am gonna do that with my E16. So the one shade in this that really catches my eyes more so than any of them is the Lothlorien, if I'm saying that correctly. That would be the shade right here. It's so gorgeous. So I'm gonna apply this with my finger to the inner part of my eyes. I am in love with that shade. Now I'm gonna pop Angel on my inner corners. I am going to create a winged eyeliner with the shade Eclipse in this palette right here. Okay, so this is what the finished wing is looking like. It was very hard to film, and I feel like it kind of made me mess up a little bit, so I'm just gonna take care of this eye also without filming. Sorry guys. Okay, so I also have some eyeliner in my waterline and I popped on some mascara. So for those steps I used my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner and my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara because those were also products I didn't have from Makeup Revolution. I'm also going to apply my Tati Lashes in TL9. I wanted to use these because they are beautiful. They are affordable for the most part. Okay guys, so I have the lashes on. That is it for my eyes. Now moving on to lips. I only have one lip product by Makeup Revolution. I did used to have a couple of their lipsticks, but they did not smell good. They smelled like Red Bull and it really grossed me out. Those were a miss for me. I didn't really like the tones very much. So the product that I do have from them is their Pout Bomb Plumping Lip Gloss with Vitamin E, and it's in the shade Candy. This smells disgusting too. This smells like you're putting toothpaste like just all over your lips. It is so nasty. I don't know why they did that. They gotta cut back on the peppermint. But otherwise the shade is gorgeous. So before I get to this, I am going to be applying some affordable nude products on my lips. To get started, I'm gonna be using ColourPop's Lippy Pencil in BFF. Then I'm gonna be using two Morphe lipsticks. So I'm gonna be applying Bare all over my lips, and then Boy Toy just in the center. So let's go ahead and use that candy gloss. That smells like toothpaste. I'm not gonna breathe while I apply this. Oh. So there is that. I mean, it is such a beautiful shade. It is so unfortunate that it smells the way it does, because oof. But this completes the look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel to help my channel grow. Also give this video a thumbs up for me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.